Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, back with the Chapter 2 of my reloading video for my 16 gauge shotgun shells, and just a few updates on things that I've come across. As you can see here, I got two different shells, and this one was a power piston, Remington power piston, and this one was a Remington slug. And the power piston crimps a lot better than the slug shell did, and I'm pretty sure that's just because that this was originally a folding crimp, and then this one was originally a roll crimp, and since this one already was folded, it crimped a lot better and closed all the way around, whereas this one, it didn't go all the way around, and it's got a little hole in the middle, and the shot could actually leak out. But I've got a solution for that, and I'm going to explain that here in a minute. But these are some new holes that I got. These are Rio holes, and I got a bag of 100 of them, and these were the first three that I reloaded, but I got a bag of 100, and they were about $12 for a bag of 100 plus shipping, which brought it up to $20. But these are Rio holes, and again, they have that same kind of problem where they leave a hole in the middle, and that's just because that they weren't originally folded. So they don't crimp as good as like a shell that was already shot, but they do crimp. Now, my solution to that, I'll show you here in a second, but we're going to reload two shells today. I'm going to do one with a 6-point crimp and one with an 8-point crimp, and my solution to the problem I'm having is to make these little cardboard wads to put in between the shot and the crimp. And I just cut out a bunch of little circles from a cardboard box, and I just used a pasta box. This is what's left of it, and then this, just trace a bunch of little circles and cut them out and make sure that they're small enough to fit into the shotgun shell. So that's my solution for that, and it works pretty good. I mean, you can see how big the hole is at the end of that, and it keeps it in there pretty tight. So it'll work. It's not necessarily the best solution. The best solution would be to just get a shell that was already shot, and it'll crimp just like this power piston did. And you can see that's a really excellent crimp, but it's just not how it's going to work. Now, just some review on the reloading data I have. The holes I'm using are Rio. They're Rio red holes. They're pre-primed, so I don't have to mess with the primers the first time around, but these holes will need to have either Rio or Fiocchi primers, because the primers, they're like a little bit different in size compared to like my Federal primers I've got here. So I can't use these on the Rio holes. I could use these on the Remingtons, but not on the Rios. I'm using Remington power piston 1 1/8 ounce per shot wads. So those are the wads that I'm using, and I'm reloading 1 ounce and 1/8. And then the powder I'm using is High Shock 800X from IMR. And the amount of powder I'm using is the .128 bushing, powder bushing. So, that's all the data that you need for this. Oh, and it's 8 shot, number 8 shot. So, let's reload the first shell. Just push it over for the powder, pull it up, put your little wad there, and then push it down, drop the shot. And this is where my new step comes in. Just take one of these little cardboard wads out, put it in there. It's not really an exact snug fit, but it'll work. Just got to make sure that all the shot is underneath it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. These aren't all an exact size either. There it goes. So you just drop it in there like that. And then I'm going to do the 6-point crimp first. Remember, we're going to do a 6-point and an 8-point in this video. And I think the 8-point is better. That's just my opinion. Wow. That one crimped really nice. Interesting. It didn't end up with a hole in the middle like this one did. Wow. That's the first one like that I've had. Let's try an 8-point crimp. We're just going to do the same thing as we did before. Drop the powder in the shot. And we're going to grab another cardboard wad and just drop it in there. And make sure that all the shot is underneath it. Make sure that no shot comes up from underneath it. Starting the 8-point crimp. And that one ended up with a little bit of a hole in the middle. But that little cardboard wad is what keeps all the shot in. And that's my solution to the problem I've been having. Now I'm going to take some of these reloaded shotgun shells out to shoot today, and I hope they work good. They should work good. But I'm just going to test a few of them out, and maybe I'll come back with how they went. Another thing is I really want to reload some like double-aught buckshot or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some more holes, probably some blue Fiochi holes. They're pretty much the same thing as these. And I'm going to color code what goes to what color is for what type of shot. So this is red and this is going to be birdshot, and then the blue will be buckshot. So that way I don't mix anything up. And when I do that, I'll make another video for that too. So that's all I have for you today. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.